Hello everyone, welcome and Happy New Year 2025. So today I will be discussing about the origins of the Royal Cubit, the ancient measurements of ancient Egypt. And particularly I would like to show you with GeoGebra how the Royal Cubit can be derived from sacred geometry. So we'll start with the definition of a Vesica Pisces. So as I show here with GeoGebra, I constructed a fractal of Vesica Pisces. So the first Vesica Pisces is constructed with two circles of a radius 1 each. So the length of the first Vesica Pisces is 3. And then after that, I repeat the process, which creates a fractal of Vesica Pisces. And I repeat this process 8 times. So basically, the first Vesica Pisces will be inscribed inside the intersection of the second greater Vesica Pisces. And the second one will be inscribed inside the third greater Vesica Pisces. And I repeat this process 8 times. So when I come to the last greater Vesica Pisces, we come to a length of 6,561, which is 3 to the 8th power. And because we have repeated 8 times this process, the first length of the Vesica Pisces, the first Vesica Pisces, the smallest one, grew or expanded 8 times. So 3 to the 8th power is the exact value of the length of the larger greater Vesica Pisces. And this is between those 2 points here, Q and R. So why I am actually doing this construction? Because this number, 6,561, it is a number, a very important number Madame Blavatsky, Elena Blavatsky, mentions in her book. She mentioned that this number is the original blueprint or constructions of the blueprint. And I will be quoting the passage when she mentioned these important numerical values. So there seems to be deep as to the mysterious workings of these number values. The symbolization of the connection of 113 divided by 355 with 20,612 divided by 6,561 by a crucified man. Not only are they shown to work in the cosmos, but by sympathy, they seem to work out conditions relating to an unseen and spiritual world. And the prophets seems to have held knowledge of the connecting link. Reflection becomes more involved when it's considered that the power of expression of the law, exactly by numbers clearly defining a system, wasn't the accident of the language, but was its very essence and of its primary organic construction. Therefore, neither the language nor the mathematical system attaching to it could be of man's invention, unless both were founded upon a prior language, which afterwards became obsolete. So that's a very interesting quote. How can we interpret this passage? Why Madame Blavatsky mentioned this number, 6,561? So above all, she's mentioning this is these numbers have a direct link with spiritual, unseen and spiritual world. Well, this is interesting because that number 6561 is directly derived from sacred geometry, from the first integer numbers, 1 for the radius and 3 for the length of the first Vesica Pisces. When you proceed to 8 times a fractal of this Vesica Pisces, you come to that number 6561. Now, how can we link to the Royal Cubit? And this is why I have made this video, is to show the direct link between this number 6561 and the Royal Cubit. So the Royal Cubit, as we know, is about 20.62 inches. Well, it's not far off of that number. 20,612 is basically 1,000 of this number. It's 20.612. Well, if we divide that number, 20,612 by 6,561, we come, it results in value of pi, 3.141. Very close value of pi with these two numbers. Well, with GeoGebra, what will represent this number, 20,612? Well, if the ratio between this number and 6,561 is pi, it means the circumference of the circle will be equals to 20,612, because the distance between Q and R will be the diameter of a circle, which I've highlighted here with GeoGebra. So basically, this is the circle which the largest or the greater Vesica Pisces is inscribed in. Okay, it is inscribed in this black circle of circumference of 20,612. Now, if we divide this circumference into 1,000 equal parts, which I did with GeoGebra, right? So the distance between this circle, this point and this point is 1,000 of 20,612. It will be between T and U here. So that represents the exact value of 20.612. Approximately, this is a very good approximation of 20.612. And that will correspond to the number of inches for the Royal Cubit of Egypt. And obviously, if we divide TU into 12 equal parts, we'll come to the Royal Cubit in feet. So we have here an interesting correlation between the sacred geometry and the Royal Cubit, and we can see where the Royal Cubit can be derived from the construction of a fractal of Vesica Pisces, and here it's repeated 8 times. But more interestingly, when we read what Madame Blavatsky said about it. She's saying this is a pillar of the original blueprint, a pillar of the original primal construction. That's what she's mentioning in her book. So there is a lot more to explore, basically, with these numbers. And today I wanted to show you how we can find the value of 6561 from sacred geometry, and how we can actually link this number to the Secret Cubit of ancient Egypt. And this is supported by the quote from Madame Blavatsky, who stated the importance of these numbers. So the Royal Cubit is used to build pyramids and other architectural complex. And I believe the ancient civilization used this particular measurement for a reason, not arbitrarily. They used it because they probably knew that these numbers are at the core essence of space-time, at the core essence of the original primal construction of our reality, and what reality is built on, the original blueprint. So yes, I'm very happy to share that with you today, and I will come with more insights with sacred geometry, numbers, geometry. So just keep an eye on my feed, and I shall see you soon. Thank you very much for listening, and see you. Bye bye.